Welcome back. Today we are making cracker toffee. It's also known as Christmas crack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use about a sleeve and a half of saltine crackers, and I'm just going to put them on my baking sheet. It's going to kind of depend on how large your baking sheet, cookie sheet is. This is a large one. I don't remember the measurements, but it's pretty good size. But anyhow, I'm going to get those layered out as evenly as I can. They may overlap a little bit, which is totally fine. All right, once I have my crackers laid out, I'm going to add 3 sticks of butter, which is a cup and a half, to a medium-sized pot. And then I'm going to add to that 3 cups of brown sugar. And once I have all the brown sugar added, I'm just going to start stirring this. Now I don't have to stir it constantly until it comes to a boil, but I'm going to stir it pretty frequently, and I'm going to cook this over medium to medium high heat. And once this comes to a rolling boil, I am going to stir it constantly, and I'm going to cook it for 3 minutes. I'm going to take it off the heat, and I'm going to pour it over my crackers. And once I have that all on there, I'm just going to spread this out evenly to make sure all the crackers are coated well. All right, I am going to put this in an oven that I preheated to 400 degrees, and I'm going to cook it for 6 minutes. You don't want to cook it any longer than that because you don't want to burn it. So while that's baking, I am going to chop up a cup and a half of pecans. Now I'm using a food chopper. If you don't have a food chopper, you can put them in a food processor, a blender, or even just put them in a bag, like a Ziploc bag, and just beat the snot out of it with a rolling pin. But I do like this food chopper. I've talked about it before. I've had this one probably a good 20 years. I've had to replace the outside pieces a couple times, but the actual chopper itself I've had for years. And I'm going to take that out of the oven, and it's still boiling, as you can kind of see. And to that I'm going to add 24 ounces of chocolate chips. I did a mix of milk chocolate and dark chocolate. You can use either milk chocolate, semi-sweet, or dark chocolate, or a mixture, whatever you'd like. And I'm just going to spread that over them evenly. Once I have all the chocolate chips added, I am going to spread this out with a spatula, and I'm using my frosting spatula. And once I have all the chocolate on there, I'm going to spread the pecans around the top fairly evenly, and I'm just going to let this cool. You can either let it cool at room temperature or you can refrigerate it. Once it's completely cool, you can use a knife to break it up. You can cut it into squares. You can cut it into chunks, whatever you like. I prefer to do like chunks, as you'll see in the bowl. And I just think it makes it just easy to eat, smaller bite-sized pieces, because this is incredibly rich, but it is so incredibly good. And I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you have a great day. Alright, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from me in the future, hit that subscribe button down below along with the notification bell. I got this recipe from my friend Lily, and Lily has made this for years, and it is so incredibly good. And I thought this would be really nice to make for my treat bags that I'm making up for people for Christmas, and it's super easy. It doesn't even cost very much money. You've got brown sugar, usually have on hand, butter, and chocolate chips, and pecans, and saltines. It's usually that stuff I personally have on hand at all times. But if you don't, it's not really that expensive to make. And you get a large container, as you see, full. I made a huge cookie sheet worth. This is actually a new cookie sheet. I haven't had a good cookie sheet like this in a while. I don't do a lot of cookies, and so I don't know where I put my cookie sheets when I moved. I think they're probably in storage. So anyways, I found this one at Hobby Lobby for $8, 40% off. Figure you can't beat that, and I like that it's non-stick. But anyhow, it's just a really easy recipe. It doesn't take a lot of work, but it tastes so good. It's called Christmas crack for a reason. It's, oh man, so good. But anyhow, I think that's probably about it for now. Subscribe to my channel. Please consider subscribing. And if you would like to just see content that is a hodgepodge of things, cooking, baking, cocktail reviews, beer reviews, doing some food reviews now, and some thrifting with me, journey with my autoimmune disease called white nurse granulomatosis. Just a hodgepodge of things. I would appreciate if you would consider subscribing. I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers by January 1st, which is my 3-year anniversary on YouTube. Probably won't hit it this year or hit it January 1st, which is totally fine. I look to get it by the end of January at the very latest. So anyhow, I think that's about it for now though. I hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget, not every day is good, but there's always something good in every day, and I'll see you next time.